very squishy. Very muddy. Oh god, it's pulling my shoes off. I already got some on my pants too. I'm like 5 minutes into this hike. You know it's bad when you step and your shoe doesn't want to come with you. I got these suckers on tight. It's about 20 degrees outside. I need to invest in some sort of like baklava or something. Kind of just hoping to see something. I don't know if I'm going to do this full trail. Haven't had lunch. Nothing's open because it's Thanksgiving. But I'm up here in the canyon with a whole bunch of ski resorts. And they're open. Ooh, brother. Ugh. So, just thinking, might stop by there. We got some tracks down here. Right here. I believe this is also probably the track. Could be deer. Looks a little big, might be a moose, but I'm leaning more towards deer. Been on this trail once and I saw 2 moose up at the very end of the trail. So there's some more tracks. That looks more like deer. That's pretty small. So yeah, that last one was definitely a moose then. Probably from this morning. I wanted to come out here this morning, but I in fact did not wake up in time. I didn't go to bed until about like 3, and I wanted to get up here at like 5. So I had a whole bunch of little tracks down here. Just walking. They were walking down there. Probably walk back towards the lake this morning, get some water, look for some food. A lot of this stuff up here is pretty dead. So, but these tracks are also probably from people today. But it's pretty quiet. I don't hear anything. Trying to keep my face warm, because I don't have anything protecting that. I got gloves, not very thick. I kind of just use them to drive to work in the mornings when it's cold. And I got a beanie on. But other than that, it's just normal attire, which isn't smartest. That's why I might not do all the hiking as well. And I don't want to be gone too long. It's Thanksgiving. I should be hanging out with my dog. There's no dogs allowed on this trail. And it's too cold for her anyways. She's a little Shih Tzu. So, I mean, they were bred in the mountains. Over there in China and Tibet. But when it gets about under 50 degrees, she is not happy. She does not want to go outside. Yeah, the snow is good. Still don't hear anything. Going back to my dog. She's about 5 pounds on the dot. 3 years old, so she's fully grown. And she's very, very small, in case that description didn't tell you enough. Gotta backtrack a tiny bit. Maybe I should have brought my snow boots instead of just my hiking shoes. I don't know how much snow is actually going to be up here. It hasn't snowed a lot this year. Ski season's kind of plummeting. All these resorts have pushed back their start dates. Some other ones have resorted into making fake snow, which is like frowned upon. Especially in an area that's known for skiing and some of the best snow on earth. You don't want to have to make fake snow. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of snow. It's nice powder snow here. I'm from the East Coast, where it's all just ice, and it sucks. Little shot across to the other mountain. Just, I don't know, sometimes when I'm out on these hikes like this, there's a squirrel over here. Should be a squirrel, I don't think it's a chipmunk, but dude, should be hibernating. It's basically winter. December starts in a few days. What are you doing out here? I don't see him, but I heard him and gave off a little warning call to his little clan. That's what that noise is, the high-pitched version of that. Somewhere over here. I don't see anything in the trees. But yeah, I assume he's probably over here. But I don't see anything. But yeah, that little high-pitched squeal, if you ever hear that, it's a squirrel. And it's just warning all the other squirrels in the area that are usually in the same homes, same families, whatever. Same colonies, I think that's a better word. That, and hey, there's a intruder, there's something that we should be on alert for. I don't know if they actually make those alerts for like deer and stuff. I don't know if they like recognize that and be like, that's not gonna hurt us, but if like see a human or something, they go crazy. And other predators like foxes, coyotes. I don't know why I said coyotes. I always say coyotes. Wolverines, bears, all those kind of things that would eat something like that. A squirrel's a little small for a bear, but I mean, if you're dying, you're a bear, and you have the opportunity to eat a squirrel, I think they would eat it because you gotta survive. Whatever you can helps, but maybe it might use too much energy than what it's gonna get, because a squirrel's pretty small. It doesn't have a lot of meat on its bones, a lot of fluff. See, there's another one back there where I just walked from. It's just another warning call, maybe the person on the other side of the colony, the little squirrel on the other side of the colony, gives off the same call when the intruder goes all the way through. I'm like, okay, they're leaving. It'd be pretty smart. I don't know exactly how smart these animals are. I mean, they're still around. I did read an article the other day about raccoons. They're being studied at the moment, and they're showing signs of early domestication. So, sounds like we're gonna get domesticated coons in my lifetime. I don't know how long it takes to domesticate something. That was not in the article. And to be fair, I didn't read too much of the article. I just kind of read the title and then a few sentences, like a little quick summary of it. But squirrels and rats, I feel like, would also be close on that list of early domestication. Especially like those homeless people in Chicago and New York. Be laying in like the subway systems, handling all the rats, doing tricks with them and stuff, trying to make a few extra bucks so they can go get some food or some water or maybe drugs. Hopefully not, but never know what they're gonna do when you give a homeless person money. Just kind of hope for the best. Do your part. Trying to help them out. Hope they can get the resources they need, and then hope the government steps in to finish off the process. Getting into more snowy areas. We got a little ski lift right here. I almost said gondola, but we are against gondolas. No gondola in the canyon, please. The rich want it, but it'd be taxpayer money. I love the crunch of snow. I'm kind of surprised, like, this path is pretty beaten down, which means a lot of people have been walking on it since the snow has fallen. I don't even know when the snow fell. Maybe last week or something, but that noise is just great. Looks like somebody walked up here. And there's some other tracks too. Let's take a look at those real quick. Yeah, look at those tracks. Right there. Kind of looks like it's got a little triangle point. So deer, but it's kind of more circular. Especially these little smaller ones. But when you're coming down here, you can see definitely a deer. So yeah, deer ran down this way at some point. Huh. I think that's probably, I don't think that's a moose. Even though the other ones that we saw were pretty small. These ones are a little bit bigger, but I think based off of, you know, some snow gives away when you step in it, that it probably is just the deer. I need to brush up on my tracks knowledge before I start dishing out facts. I don't know if I'd want a trash panda as like a pet. Like the idea of it, the initial idea, like raccoon as a pet, cool. But okay, so they're like supposed to be nocturnal, blind during the day, not fully blind, but very bad eyesight. So I'd only be able to like do stuff with it. at night, unless during the domestication process. And over time, after they get domesticated, they evolve to become, I don't know what the opposite of nocturnal is. I'm just going to say dayturnal. Night. Docturnal, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look that up later. But maybe after they get domesticated, and it's like, okay, now they listen to us. We can train them that they're not afraid of us as much, and we can keep them inside and whatnot. Maybe years after that evolution happens, these ones that are already domesticated get bred together, and then they end up becoming nocturnal, or whatever it is, as being awake and moving around during the day, and then their eyesight evolves to become better to where they can actually see during the day, and then they still act the same and look the same. But I don't know, maybe if that even happened and they're getting more daylight, they might lose their like black and white and gray coloring and have it more of like brown and white and lighter colors, because the black and dark coloring is supposed to help them at night scavenge around and not be seen. And if they're going to be out during the day, I think their coloring would also change, which is actually pretty interesting to think about. There's more tracks over here, man. These deer were just walking the trails, getting in a little hike. A little bit of piss back there too. Just heard a bird. That's the first bird I've heard on this hike. I don't know if that's just because I've been talking, or because I'm wearing a beanie so it's covering up my ears. I don't have any sort of protection or anything on me. No knives, no bear spray. Just my good old fists. So if I got a tussle with something, I'm gonna have to hit it with that. 1, 2. So, which I hope not. Getting some of this mud off my shoes, but it's caked on there. Probably because it's so cold. A mix of it just being cold and it's wet. I'm stepping right back into it, so it's just getting packed. Which is okay. I mean, they're hiking shoes. They're not supposed to be the cleanest, freshest looking things in the world. So I just keep them in my car 24/7, because I never know when I'm gonna want to go out on a hike or something. And okay, there's some more birds. Getting back into slosh territory right after I try to clean my shoes. That's great. And then back into the snow. I want to say we're probably about halfway there. More difficult. We got a blue square. Ski run. That's the noise I'm hearing. So way over there. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but there's a ski lift moving. I don't see anyone on it. Maybe doing tests, but I mean, there's like nothing over there. There's like no snow. You're gonna be snowing on rocks and dirt. Just keep going this way. I'm gonna have to figure out if that sign, the ski sign, is halfway or a full way. Because I've only did this trail once before, a few months ago back in the summer, late summer. So, and it started getting dark, and we were out here for a while, so it's not exactly sure how long this hike actually takes. They're also not from here, so we're not acclimated to this sort of hikes and elevation gain and the air density. So all that's new to them. They had to stop a lot. And I was taking a few photos as well, but didn't take a lot of the photos until we got to the end destination. I feel like that sun's gonna go down soon. And I need gas, and I don't want to get caught up here out in the dark, which is even worse. So, but I feel like I've started this. I kind of just want to keep going. This is a very good hike, actually, and the sun is getting pretty hot, especially with these layers. Got a shirt, sweatshirt, and a puffer jacket. Oh, the lift just stopped. I don't want to take anything off either, because once you start sweating, you take stuff off in the cold, that's when you get sick. I think I'm gonna go back. My brain's telling me to go back. Not for any bad reasons. Not like I'm gonna die or get stuck out here. It's just, I don't know how close I am to the end. Getting hot. Let me see what time it is. If it's not like 2 o'clock, we'll go back. It's 1:30. It's gonna take me about an hour to get home. The ski lift started back up. Is this ski lift gonna be a metaphor of me on this hike? If the ski lift stops, I stop. If the ski lift is going, I go. No, but okay, that was just the ski lift bouncing off this mountain. Let's finish it. let's finish it. I don't have anything to lose. I work tomorrow, Black Friday. The only thing is, there's a restaurant up here. I'm not really sure what time it closes. It might be 2. If it closes at 2, I'm not going to make it there anyway. It's 30 minutes. I've been walking for 30 minutes, I think. I don't know, I can't tell. Somewhere in these canyons, I don't know if it's this canyon or the other canyon, Ted Bundy stayed here after killing some people, before killing some people. Not exactly sure, but I remember reading, I actually read this one, didn't just read the title and skim through it. A lady, and I think it was her husband, went camping in the area that Ted Bundy stayed at, in the mountains. There's like dispersed camping there. There might be actual campsites too, but a lot of women are. Nothing wrong with it, but she was very interested in true crime and Ted Bundy and all those cases, everything that he did, and which some of the stuff is interesting, but it's also like, this is real life shit. So it's also like scary. Just imagine living back then and knowing that a serial killer's on the loose killing women. But so they went to this campsite and were like, we should be in the area, let's go on a hike, go looking through the woods, because he had carved his initials on a tree. Of the tree that like he was sleeping under or something. Oh yeah, we're almost there. Because here's these rocky cliff sides, which I actually want to come back during like early to midsummer to try to find some picas. I like calling them picas because they're like Pikachus. Let me cover up the sun real quick. I don't see anything. This will also be a perfect place for marmots. Yeah, we should be pretty close. But, so, she's talking to her husband about it. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll go out and look for it. Because it's kind of like, that's a part of history. People like history. People go to like battlefields from like the Civil War, go look at old tanks from the World Wars. So like, people like history, people like different kinds of history and stuff. And me personally, I think it'd be pretty cool to see. Might be a little chilling, just seeing it, like, might send some like shivers down my spine, like, this fucking serial killer was here. But so they're sitting around their campfire and sitting there enjoying a cup of coffee or eating some food. She looks over, and the tree right next to her is the one that Ted Bundy carved. And they've been camping there for a few days. She's like, we've been sitting here camping in this area. Where Ted Bundy was this entire time. I don't know if you guys can see this, maybe not because my jacket was in the way. But I mean, this looks nice. Just a sheer rock side. You got some birds chirping in the background. Crunchy snow. There's some more piss on the ground. Something else different. Which it's been 30 minutes now, so I've been 30 minutes on this hike. I've been at the location for about 40-ish minutes because I stopped to look in some rivers. See if there's any fish moving. There was not that I could see. Which, if I had to guess, was not like waist deep water. Which for me is like 3 feet. I don't know. If the waist is like half my body, it's about 3 feet. So I'm roughly around 6 foot. Doctors say I'm 6 foot. That could just be to make me feel better. Some people say I'm like 5'11", which, I mean, that 5 to 6 really does change a lot. You say 5 to 5'11", damn, it's 5 foot. You say 6 foot, oh shit, he's 6 foot. So I just heard something over here, but I don't see anything. Oh, right there. Little squirrel. Just perched right there. Hey, little fella. I'm gonna take some photos of you. I'm also right at the lake as well. Change my lenses. I haven't used them in a while. Okay, let's change some settings real quick. Let's go 1600. Okay. Perfect. Take some photos down. See. Oh yeah, look at those. Oh man. Hey, little guy. Gonna climb up this snowy bank real quick. Let's get a front shot. Where are you at? Dude, I need a freaking gimbal, man. My hands shake way too much for this. Okay, here we go again. Wow. Will he perch back up? No. Just ran away. There he goes. Oh, he's digging in a little hole. I guess squirrels don't hibernate, they just storage food. He just grabbed a pine cone that he stored. I'm also super close to the lake. I'm literally 10 feet away from leaving the woods and it opening up. And I'm amazed by a squirrel. I want him to come back over here. Oh, he grabbed another pine cone. Oh, here he comes. Oh no, he stopped over there. Oh, I'm sliding. Where'd he go? There's another one in the tree behind me. There he is. Okay. So shaky. Okay. Oh yeah. On the snow. So I got my ISO set at 1600 and I'm shooting 1320. I think that squirrel gave off a warning call from the tree because he just saw me. And then he gave off the warning. So yeah, it's here. But he's fine. Because that squirrel, I saw it in the tree and it started sprinting down. Okay, I'm trying to get slightly closer. There's a little hole up there in the ground, which is also probably from the squirrel picking out food. Well, squirrel, I hope you enjoy your food. and the mess you're making in the wilderness. I'm gonna continue my journey, and I hope you survive the winter. Thank you for your photos. You can find them at Photos by Ryan Taylor on Instagram. So let's go and get this thing back on. Another thing that I wondered is other animals. So they all have like different noises they make. But do they understand each other? Like, okay, if a fox is chasing a rabbit and there are squirrels up in the tree that start chattering, doing that noise, does the fox know, like, the squirrels are alerting the other animals that are in the area? Oh, here we are. Here we are. Wow. And it looks completely frozen. Wow. If only that fucking ski lift wasn't gone. So yeah, the last time I came up here, it was during the winter. It was during the summer, a few months ago. And there was 2 moose up here. The biggest moose I've ever seen in my life. I've also only seen about 5 to 6, I guess. But right past that snow on the lake, on the other side of the bank, there was one eating those little shrubs, walking in the water. And then the other one was right over there, in the little grassy patch right before the big tall shrubs, laying down. I was kind of hoping there would be some here. Good thing I didn't turn away. I was actually very close. I didn't think I was that close. I really want to know where that ski lift goes, because it just keeps going. But another thing I want to check out, which I could die. When me and my friends came up here, one of my friends went over there to that rock cliff, and there was like a little hole, basically like a cave. I don't think it's big enough for anybody to fit in, but I walked over this way, and there was a cave. Big enough for me, big enough for my friend, big enough for all 3 of us to fit in at once. Also big enough for a bear or a mountain lion. So I would like to check it out. Not go deep into it, but I would like to at least walk that way. Which I am going to come back and take a photo of this as well. The frozen lake is nice. People threw some rocks on it. Probably trying to break the ice. Testing it out. But it doesn't look broken. So I'm going to have to switch my lenses again when I come back over there to do that so I can get a nice wide angle. You can also find some prints. Hit me up to buy some prints. Same Instagram I gave that squirrel a few minutes ago. Photos by Ryan Taylor. No space. Capitals at the beginning of each word. Because I'm professional amateur. I want to say it's literally right here. With this. I'm not seeing any other tracks which is a good sign. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. I am more nervous though. So that's it. I'm honestly a little scared, a little creeped out, and it kind of sounded like I heard a purr or something snoring. And I did not want to get any closer to find out what was making that noise. And I could just be paranoid, a little nervous. The last time I did throw a rock in there to see if anything would come out or make any noise. So, nothing did. Ooh, excuse me. Nothing did, but I don't want to test that now, especially during hibernation season. But yeah, so this is it. The only thing is that fucking sun needs to go away, which this could probably work. Blocks the sun, gets a nice border on your photos, which is what professors tell you to do. I don't think it's necessary. You don't always need a border. The lens that I just had on back out. Somebody dropped something. Oops. We were fucking up my bag. Okay. Okay. Slightly better. I'm gonna have to change that probably. I'm also not really liking this. I don't think anyone's going to be hiking up here, so I'm just going to leave my stuff for the moment. I am still a little bummed about no moose, but this view in itself is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay. Alright, son. Just trying to scope out a pretty good area. Push it slightly higher. I think that works. Now, I don't think that photo's that great. I don't think I'm gonna get a great photo, honestly. With the sun playing a huge part in it. what I was trying to do up here was potentially get some of this green. But I don't think that looks good. Can't even see the lake. See the lake in this one. Green, 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 green. So that's okay. But, of course, not my best photos, not my best work. Odds of me seeing something on the way back. Slim to none. So I am going to keep this puppy on me. Yeah, I'm going to take one photo with my phone for Snapchat to let people know. My grandparents called. Okay, that one's pretty good. Let's do one more. Yep. Save and put that on the story as well. Okay, so when did they call? 2 minutes ago? Well, thank you guys for enjoying this stroll with me in the wilderness. Before I sign off and end it, let's go check out this ice. Because I feel like if this ice is thick enough, I have a date idea for if I ever get a woman. I don't think I'm ugly. My personality's decent. Sometimes I can be an asshole, but I'm usually only an asshole to the people who bother me. See, this ice looks pretty thin. Actually, wow. I'm looking at it, there's other footsteps out there on that snow. Which means people have walked on this ice. And I now have my full body weight on it. So yes. Date idea confirmed. I've never been ice skating. I don't own any ice skates. But I would definitely bring a girl up here and ice skate and enjoy. Oh man, look at that. I'm sliding around, dude. Oh, this is great. That looks not good. Just once you gain confidence is when something bad happens like that. I would not trust. This I don't think I trust either, even though there's already footsteps there. There's little bird feet too. But it's kind of rippled. So I kind of want to take a video of me on the ice too. We out here on the ice. We icing it up. Ice skating. We ice skating. Oh yeah. We out here on the ice. We icing it up. Ice skating. We out here on the ice. We out here on the ice. How much farther do I go? I don't think far. I think that's another thing. You don't want to pick your feet up. I think you want to slide. I kind of want to throw a rock. I know I kind of frown upon people that threw rocks over there. I'm going to try to make my way over there. On the ice. See, that's also pretty thin. I don't know how deep this water is. I mean, a moose was walking in it. See, it looks like it would start to crack there and there and there. It's no good. It looks a lot thinner over there. But I mean, there's shoes. There's footprints over there. And there's footprints in the middle island. Face my fears. See, that looks like water, though. Alright, I'm doing it. It does feel thinner than over there. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of feels... Oh, see, it looks like somebody was ice skating. There's like a lot. Oh my god. That's crazy. I'm going around it. Going over here. Look at that. I'm standing on the snow. On the ice. Wow. That was the snow that made that noise, not the ice. But, yeah. I could stay here until sundown. See if any moose come by. I don't think any moose are going to come by if it's frozen. They'd go down there to the other lake. So I think my time is up. If I can find a rock, I'll throw it in for you guys. And this will be like an hour-long video. And my first. Excusez-moi. A lot of people say I have a very soothing voice. Kind of like... People told me to start a podcast or I could run a radio show because it's just soothing. I have a nice voice. Especially girls that I've talked to in the past and dated in the past have really enjoyed my voice. And so I kind of think that I probably could do it, and it would be pretty fun. But this is just another example of you can do things by yourself and enjoy it. I'm enjoying this. I'm having the best Thanksgiving I've had in years. This rock's not gonna do anything. Throw it up and dirt got in my mouth. I'd like to aim for that slightly more shallow part. I'm just gonna do it underhand, kind of like a rock skipping contest. That didn't break, which was kind of expected. I had my full body weight on it. This rock, however, might change things. Let's go back down there. Nothing's came out of that cave to kill me. So, I think my nerves were just getting to me. But I'd honestly rather be safe than sorry. If I had a knife on me, didn't even have to be a big one. Just a knife. Well, actually, I think that rock hit right there. It hit right there. Oh wait, that's not even my rock. But there's an indent, as if it broke. That's my rock over there. Where did it hit? Not exactly sure. Now throwing this thing on ice is good. That also did not break the ice. Chipped it a little bit. As you can see, there's little ice pieces that flew up, but did not break it. So this ice is sturdy. Like right there. I'm looking at this log, and it's looking like at least half inch thick. So, beautiful place. Thank you guys for joining me on this hike and allowing me to do things alone, while also still enjoying them and being happy with my solo adventures. I'm gonna enjoy some more alone time another time. But for the rest of today, I'm gonna finish up this hike, go back home, and enjoy my time with my dog. So, oh shit, sliding around. Alright, see you guys. Okay, turn my camera back on because I heard some like thumping noises over here. At first I thought it was like a rock tumbling down, a mountain or something. But then I stopped and listened to it a little bit more. It sounds like a woodpecker. So I got my camera right here. And I'm gonna try to find it real quick. My GoPro is almost dead too. These batteries don't last long, which sucks. So I'm gonna go off trail a bit. Come up here. Which this is. There's a lot of tracks, a mix of deer and something else, little paws. Okay, let's listen for it again. I see it. There's a lot of barren trees on this stuff. Nice little woodpecker. Oh, buddy, those are dark. Slightly better. Let's get closer. We're pretty far from it. It's on this half tree. Yeah, coming this way was the smartest. He is dancing around on that thing. Those are better. Look at that. Yeah. Let's keep getting closer. Go around us a little bit. Slipping and sliding. I just don't want him to fly away. I don't want to make too much noise to scare him away. And also, I don't think anyone's ever been up here. So look at these little prints. They gotta be a squirrel, right? Oh, there he is. He's talking. He's watching. Oh, yeah. Nice little bit of red on his head. He's perched right up on top now. Oh. I think he flew away. I was bringing up my camera and I saw just a flash of like white and black. Oh, I see him. He actually got closer to me, but on a darker tree. Look at that. Oh, man. God, I love wildlife. So he actually flew straight in front of me. Taller tree. But there's more branches and stuff where I'm sliding. I think he went to the other side of it as well. I still see a little bit of movement. Okay. Whoa. Hey, squirrel. Squirrel up in this tree. Causing some chaos. Where the hell are you? There you are. See? There's a little squirrel. Sitting there fucking chirping at me. Hey, don't worry, I'm not coming for you. That fucking bird's going up there. Oh, look at that. A lot of footprints. They ate an acorn. They probably have a lot of food in here. Why did I decide to climb over this? I was not trying to break that, I was just trying to hold it out of the way. Dude, that guy is going up there. So far. Whoa. Just saw a bird get up on a branch, fly away. I followed it over to this tree. But it looked like a dove, not a... Hey. Chill. Come on, man. I don't see it anymore. No more thumping either. Thumping, so it is the bird that I saw. That's a bad idea. Straight down. Okay. Pretty sure he's thumping on these 3 trees. I'm starting to make a lot of racket. Getting a little careless. And dangerous. It's very, very slippery. He's farther than I thought. Okay. God, it's getting steep. Does it sound like he's on these trees? The last thump that I